Oh, there's a big old piece of cardboard or something covering something up. We'll have to look at that. I got a flashlight with me. We're gonna crawl underneath there and look. I'll get a stick and we'll lift it up just in case there's a giant rattler in underneath there. Okay, so here's what we're doing now. We are going to walk along the interstate, this I-40 over here, and check to see if we can find any evidence of the missing girl. The rest area is down there. That's where the dude said that he last saw his girlfriend, i.e. she got out of the truck there, and that's the last time he saw her. So that's his story, although I don't really believe that's what happened. We're gonna walk from here all the way down past the rest area, about this far off the road, maybe a little closer, just to see if we can see any clues at all, because trucks will be parked all along through here at night when the truckers are sleeping. All right, let's get to it. Now, there's no telling what we might find along here. Look at all the trash. Yeah, we're out in the middle of nowhere. This is we're a long way from the nearest town. It shouldn't take us more than an hour or two to get down to down past the other side, and then we could mark this off the list. Well, maybe I should get out here a little bit more in case he brought her out here and buried her. Have to look for that. Now this happened not that long ago, only like 6 months ago. Now we don't know for sure that this guy killed his girlfriend, but it's very, you know, if you know the story, I've told it to you already, it's very suspicious. It reminds me a lot of that Gabby Petito murder that happened about a year or two ago. I mean, same thing really. Let's walk up under the bridge real quick. You see, this is where the trucks park. That's where they park at night, and during the day, of course, too, if they're resting during the day. Those truckers can only drive so many hours in each 24-hour period, then they have to rest. That's the law. Ooh, I don't really see anything up through here. Man, this is really washed out though, isn't it? I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking in here, because I think this is more of a red herring, to be honest with you, but I do want to check this area for the family. But look at this. It's like they must put like little pads in there or something for the bouncing on the concrete. I'm not sure what that's made out of, but it's not concrete. Kind of weird. I never didn't know about those such things. I don't know about a lot of things. Rest area is just right there. You can see a top of a truck. That's the guy that's sleeping, or at least off the clock as far as driving for the DOT. This is pretty open up in here. I don't think we're gonna run into anything, but we'll hike it. Some clothes over here. Friday old pair of blue jeans. They're obviously been there a long time. Wow, look at that mess. So trucker bomb. If you don't know what trucker bombs are, you can look that up. I was hoping to be finished this hike before about 10, but it looks like we're going to be out here midday. Took me longer to get here than I thought it was going to. It's only about 100 today, I think. Areas like this, you definitely need to kind of poke around a little bit. I don't see any signs of anything here though. I'm not going to dig around because I don't want to get bit by a Mojave rattler. And no, I am not the desert janitor. Okay, I might have to go there and get a drink before this is over. I only brought one bottle with me. Man, this place is baked. Look how just brown and dead it is. And they got tons of rain here just recently. Oh, Raven. Anyone needs a toilet brush, right behind the rest area, Interstate 40 in Essex. Only slightly used. Again, his story is that she got out of his truck here, because he's a truck trailer driver, got out of his truck here, and that's the last I saw of her. Although he had all of her belongings, all of her clothes, everything, except her cell phone. I guess that's a pillow. We better go check it out though. Pillow. I don't think it's a pillow. Oh, it could be a pillow. It's probably couch cushion. I was thinking it was a sandbag. Yes, a cushion of some sort. Springs. All right. Not too much more, but you know, we might see something interesting down here, so don't bail on me yet. I work hard for you guys. Nothing in that one. That one either. Tires. I've probably been there for 30 years. Man, there's a lot of alcohol along this road. Why would they build a little fence right there like this? Why would they do that? I mean, they did that on purpose. Wrapped it around. I guess it goes all the way along the bottom of it. Not sure why, but God, bags of trash. What a horrible place. As long as I don't see any bones sticking out of them, I'm not going to try to open them. Yeah, kind of running out of the big trashy areas. There's a little bit of stuff in here. We'll go about another 400 yards, and that's going to be it for me. You know, I have people ask me, "Hey, Chig, how come you dress like that?" You know, this kind of hat, you know, and web gear and stuff like that. And well, for one, it's comfortable, and of course with this, I can carry a lot of weight on my shoulders, not my belt. But it also makes me look a little bit like law enforcement. So the yucca pucks don't mess with me. Usually if someone sees me coming, they run the other way or go the other way, so I don't get bogged down in long conversations. Not that I mind that, but sometimes I do. That's all I'm going to say about that. This little piece of plastic up here, I think I ought to check that out just to make sure there's nothing wrapped in it, buried beside it, because you could bury a body right in an area like that, and it's a good chance it would never get found unless someone is looking for it. That's not what that is, but kind of interesting. Kind of looks like it was dug out, but I think that's where they just dumped gravel and rocks. There's some old burned up tires in there. You see some tracks coming across. This might be where a tractor trailer burned up or something. I don't know why I kicked stuff. You know, one of these days I'm going to kick it and I'll be a Mojave rattler under there. Shouldn't kick stuff. I wonder if there's any value in hubcaps. Probably not something like that, but boy, I tell you, I find a lot of those on the highways. Look over here real quick just to make sure. It's strange to see a drum like that out here. You'd think if they were working on the road, they wouldn't allow them just to pitch it off the bridge. Boy. We get in the shade, it's so much nicer. All right, a little bit further. We'll go another 100 yards beyond this. The reason I'm mostly looking, that looks interesting, on this side of the highway is because supposedly he was traveling back from the coast, the west coast, going back toward Oklahoma. So he would have been on this side of the interstate. Because I guess she must have been with him when he was out in California still. So I'm not going to go up in there because of snakes, but we'll go around the edge here and I'll look in there. So she disappeared somewhere on the way back. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Well, there's a big old piece of cardboard or something covering something up. We'll have to look at that. I got a flashlight with me. We're going to crawl underneath there and look. I'll get a stick and we'll lift it up just in case there's a giant rattler in underneath there. Which I wouldn't doubt one bit. This is gonna be scary. could be a body, it could be a big nope. Rope nope. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Well, first, let me remind you. We're looking for a missing person, probably someone has been murdered and dumped in the desert or buried in the desert. The last reported sighting of her was from the person who probably murdered her or last saw her. He says it was in a rest area about 100, 200 yards that way on the interstate. And this is Interstate 40 right here. Now, I've been walking in the desert out there just kind of looking. This is one of the areas I'm going to search for her. And when I went up along there and looked down this way, I can see there's like a big piece of cardboard. 8 feet long maybe, or something laying in there. So we're gonna go up there with a flashlight. Had to get a flashlight out and a long stick, and we're gonna try to pry it up enough that we can look under there to see if there's a body there. Now, I'm a little bit nervous, not so much because it could be her, but because there's a lot of rattlesnakes out here, and if you look in these rocks, it's loaded with poo and rats. There's lots of rats up in there. That's all stuff the rats have brought in here to make nests. That's right where we gotta go, right up in there. That's part of a rat nest. And of course, wherever you have rats out here, you have snakes, and you know, the Mojave rattler is one that you will absolutely find out here, probably more than any other. So I'm nervous about getting bit. Are you? You should be. All right, I'll turn the flashlight on and we'll go up there and take a quick peek. Okay, move around, see if we hear any rattling in here. Don't hear any so far. This is just so freaking suspicious though. All right, so actually it's a piece of plywood. See, rats have put stuff all along it, so there's guaranteed it's going to be a rat nest underneath there, which means it's probably, it could very well be a rattlesnake. So let's go ahead and get the stick out, and we'll pop it up just enough to see if there's a body. Are you ready? Okay. I can definitely see underneath there. It looks like there's just a bunch of rat stuff. I don't see any snakes, and there's definitely no body, so we're good to go there. Yeah, wasn't expecting that, but you never know, do you? All right, let's go ahead and we'll do a little more walking. We'll go another 100 yards or so past that. Call it a day. Jack. Gosh, I feel like Columbo. Just one more thing. And for you guys that don't remember Columbo, he was a detective, and he'd talk to people, you know, the murderers, and have a long conversation and say, okay, I'm leaving. And just as he opens the door, he turns around and says something to the effect of, just one more thing. And that's when he nails them with the evidence that they're their actual murderers. But anyway, just one more thing before I go out in the sun. I saw this, and this is some fabric. This is a shirt of some sort. See, it's got little snaps on it. No, looks like it's been there quite a while, but you know, since it's right along the highway here, I'm not going to like be too worried about something like that, unless the family recognizes that pattern. But that looks like that's been there more than 6 months, and this murder, well, alleged, well, I shouldn't say murder, because the guy's saying that he didn't kill her. This incident took place about 6 months ago, so stuff should be really fresh still out here. I came around the corner here and I saw those white things, and my heart about stopped. Kind of looked like bones from back there, but it's just some rocks. Whew, man. A bunch more stuff piled up here. Looks like burned tires. I saw that thing in the middle and about had a heart attack. I thought that was hair, but I think it's actually like some type of cushions or something. Well, someone died there, I would guess. It's an older cross. It's been there many years. Man, I don't know why there's so many burned up tires right along here. Very strange. Saw this cushion or pillow here, so kind of looked odd, but that's all it is. If I find a whole igloo cooler out here, I'm not going to open it. Well guys, here's the deal. There is zero shade out here, and it's roasting. So I think I'm going to call it a day. Well, I'll call it part of a day, and head back to camp and try to find a spot. Well, on my way back, I'm going to try to find a spot that has some shade, because where we camped at now, it's up in the hills, but there's zero shade, and it's just too hot in the sun. The only shade I have is behind my little bike. Eat my arm where the sun's hitting. It's just roasting. Oh, I hope it didn't fall on me. I don't think I have enough strength to get it off. That's what she said. All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury